Welcome to Swing Trade Workshop. My name is Kumar Asok. First thing first, that the disclaimer is that I am not a SEBI registered advisor, and please consult your professional financial advisor before any investment. Rule stays the same. Then market watch for 9th January 2026. So how was the market? Hope everybody is handling the heat. And for me, it was no other exception because it is actually broad level correction was happening. So I'll also not be spared. But first of all, what I did today and what is actually my strategy, which I will come in the next page in the food for the thought section. So what I did, I am focusing on the defense stocks where Indian government is betting on, because Indian government is a company which can never go on loss. Okay, and what is the need of the hour? To strengthen the defense for all the countries. Like always I'm repeating from last 3 4 days, the example set by USA is giving a clear message to all the countries that at least you should have some basic level protection for your country, like surveillance, drone system, basic level threat handling, and all the technology related things also. So now no exception, every company will increase their defense spending, and the India will not be the exception. And where I bet, I saw BEL and LG, Larsen and Toubro, they are actually doing well. I mean, at least didn't correct too much. So I bought again in a small quantity. Then energy related stocks, what I bought, G Vernova, Kirloskar Engine, Aeroflex, Energy ETF, and Power India. Those are again in a small quantity. Then I did bottom fishing. Okay, before that, why I am still I'm actually betting on energy related stocks. Why? Like I told, the people, 1.5 billion people in India, and first of all we have to meet the need of the energy need of the people. At the same time, the data center theme, new technology adoption, people coming out of the poverty and getting into the middle class, so there will be huge demand in the power sector. This is a growing sector. So you will probably in short term you will it will be looking shaky that some stocks are getting corrected severely and all that, but in long run you will not be wrong. That is what my belief. So I'm putting it in a strategic way. And then next point is, I did a bit of bottom fishing. uh, some of the stocks which missed out, you know now came to the that old price. So I'm taking small chunks again in Force Motor, JK Tire, Radico, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance. I bought a little bit of Nifty Bees, and then Precall. So Precall, you might be knowing that already. It's a small cap. Today I did a little bit of exception, like Aeroflex and Precall are actually small cap, but still I took position because they are actually in the rising sector, as well as promising. Their last 4 5 years of growth gives a promise that they will not break down that severely. Okay, at least before that Q3 result is out, probably there will be hope by the investors and it will bounce back. That is why I did a bit of bottom fishing. Then some amount of profit or loss booking I did. MTech today actually jumped around 8%. So then I decided probably I should close the position till now. I think going ahead, going in the current market, shaky market condition, I may get a better price later on. So I booked it, you know. Then USA Martin, it was actually losing its RSI relative strength. So I felt small portion of it, I sold it actually. So that is the change. And then my stock looks like this. Some of them are looking too red, but actually it is the today's market condition. Like for example, Radico, it's corrected 4%, but I bought after the 4% correction. So that means tomorrow they will look in a right color, and that's how it looks like. Then next is food for thought. So now every investors or traders mind asking, like, is that 500 tariff fear still continues? Why they are severely correcting? Yeah, because there is a result pending from the USA Supreme Court, and nobody wants to leave their position, in the weekend. So that is why people are selling it, only after looking at the judgment only they will take position. That is what probably feels like everybody is thinking. But then how I am handling during this situation, during this correction period as a swing strategy. So first of all, I'm only waiting on the companies whose quarterly as well as yearly result was good in the Q2 of FY26. That means on September 2025, that quarter result came out, the last quarter actually. If they did well both in quarterly and yearly, probably investors will have a positive sentiment towards those companies as soon as market tries to reverse, because now there is low volume. A little bit of selling is actually creating huge panic, because nobody is coming back to protect that price. So that is why they are looking severe, but actually they are not. As soon as the new money starts to come in, market again will jump up, especially the good quality stocks will jump up. So I always observe quarterly and yearly results, and then on that I put a bet, take some risk actually, because no risk no return. Second point is stay with the rising sectors. Like during today's time, what are the rising sectors? First is auto ancillary, right? Auto ancillary tires and all that. They're rising stocks. It clearly shows that Indian people population having low inflation are actually buying a lot of vehicles. The result also came out this the first of every month. At least in January, it showed that growth momentum is still continuing. So that means till the result Q3 season is not over, this sector will continue to rise. Similarly, power sector is a long-term thing. Then few other sectors I'm discussing time to time. So like defense and all. So there I am only putting the bet, and then do not touch the falling knife. If you see a stock is falling and you think that it's a great bargain and I'll get in, probably not the right time. Hold your horses and then wait for the results to be out. Probably then you will get a chance when it bounces back. It's never too late. Always the price comes back multiple times to wherever you wish to. Then the third, uh, basically my experience, I would say that always buy after 2:45 p.m. if you are a long-term investor, or if you are actually doing a cash and delivery, cash and carry basically for that day. You are not doing an intraday, you are not doing any trade. Then better to get in after 2:45 p.m. What is the psychology on that? Because after 2:45, the serious investors get in, like pension fund, like long-term mutual fund. They basically get in and then they try to buy actually. See, mutual funds may not be buying during the trading hour, but they have their own handles. So somehow they do transactions. The serious investors basically transact and then they do not sell after that. They carry it and basically they roll it to the next day. So that means it decides the price, where the final price of a stock for that day will be decided only after 2:45. That is what is my belief. That is why it's better to get in after that time, so that you do not regret for that day that, oh, I early got in, then I lost some amount. So that's how these are the 3 points came to my mind. More comes, more we'll discuss. Then the last one is why I bought Aeroflex, a small cap. Okay, this is where I'll tell you a bit of strategy or bit of the process or procedure I follow. When you see a interesting news, do not run behind that stock. Like on 19th of December, when Aeroflex board approved fundraiser via preferential route, the smart investor like Ashish Kusodia, Bengal Finance, then RK Investments, so Madhu Silica, so all those people basically bought the equity of this share in a price of 182.7. As soon as that news came out, the stock ran like 2-3 days continuously. It reached around 210 or 215, something like that. And then I just stay put. I just waited there. I just marked the price, set one alert in my stock alert account, and then I allowed it to go up wherever it is going. I didn't chase it. Now today it came back to that price, and I started buying it impatiently. The patience is important. Now this is a cushion. Actually, this price is a cushion, I would say. After this, it will not go very much further as a correction, because this is where there is a psychological strength will be there, that people will get into buy. This sounds like a fair price till the Q3 is not out. Q3, before Q3 the price has been decided where the stock should stand. Okay, so that is why I bought a bit. And then why I bought? Because first rule should be, it should be part of the rising sector, and the rising sector is data center theme. So this company has put the additional capacity, I mean proposing an additional capacity of our liquid cooling skids. So basically I think Kirloskar Engine or some companies like those kind of companies are actually working on the cooling technologies, like because 24 hours 365 days the data centers will run, and those CPUs must be having a cooling mechanism so that they can provide you 24 hours backup. So that is why this kind of technologies are going to be more in demand. It also will be possible that they will export it to outside, because data center is not only in India, all over the world this theme is playing. Every country is now having a data center for their own personal data. So that means if Aeroflex meets their target, like 13,000 pieces per year they are targeting, then probably they will export it also. Yeah. If at all in India they are not able to sell it very fast, uh, because usually things doesn't go so fast in India because of the capital constraints, but they can sell it outside. That is the reason I feel probably it has a good future. Maybe you can read more before taking any decision. This is not a stuck tip or something. It is just one idea creation, and then you may read more and take a decision. What is right? What is wrong? So that is all for this section today, and I think we are done. And then please do not forget to like and subscribe. And I thank you for your time.